Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. I am out here in Pioneer Town, California for a Polaris RZR Racing team event. When I got here, I opened my door, there was a helmet laid out on the bed, a whole bunch of gear. And because I have enough time and I have all of my gear with me, I'm gonna transfer all of my equipment, microphone, the GoPro mount over to that Fox helmet. I'll just run over to Home Depot, it's about 15 minutes away.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
So I had the General XP 1000 for about 3 months, and I put that thing through its paces, and ultimately my goal was of me just kind of going through that natural evolution of kind of exploring the General as the UTV that I might be looking for. When we went out in these RZRs earlier today, it's mind-blowingly night and day in terms of its ability to soak up bumps. These things just rip through whatever you throw at it. We went out this morning, ripped these things for about 40 minutes. Let me tell you, it was an experience. That thing is freaking gnarly. It is a blazingly hot 48 degrees out this morning, so it will be a chilly ride. This is my first time in a Polaris. This is the R. I chose a 4-seater because with the Polaris General XP, I was basically talking about how I thought that was the perfect machine for my purposes in terms of just family adventuring, but I did want to kind of get in one of these and see the difference between mainly the suspension between the General and the RZR. We are certainly going to learn that today. Just trying to get basic side-by-side experience to now being out here at a race event with Polaris. I'm not sure how these things work out, but they do, so we are going to get out here and adventure. It's definitely a racier experience than what the General is, and I just mean in terms of like riding position, throttle responsiveness. Definitely can tell more power there. So again, with the General, I did not think that the suspension was bad, by no means. A lot of people tell you that the RZR is really where it's at if you want to be doing some like high-speed desert running. I do like how I can see the wheel, at least on this side. Can't really see on the passenger side, but I feel very much in control of where I am with being able to see the front. Now my take on the General was that it was kind of like perfect probably for most people that are looking to do what I'm looking to do, which is basically get off-road with the family and enjoy that experience of just being able to get out and explore. And the General does that just fine. Here's a whoop. Okay, all right. And there is the suspension difference between the General. Oh my God, it just floats over this stuff. I get it. The General could not do this. I mean, it could do it, but definitely would be bump stopping your way over these whoops. This thing just floats over these bumps. Woo! Oh God, just floating. This just does it with ease. This is so much on a suspension. Whoa! Oh my God. Yeah, the General is not doing that. All right, I get it. Immediately. My God. I'm speechless.
Why you always lying?
Just sails over dramatic territory. I mean, these little tiny washboards, that's what I was anticipating being impressed with. I wasn't really anticipating the coming out into those giant whoops like that and just having it eat it up like it was nothing. Holy crud. This thing just does not care about anything. 40, what are we, 42? I wasn't even looking at the speed. 42 miles an hour. I need this in my life.
You might be surprised that I just might agree with you.
This thing has all of the power. Basically, I don't think there's anything with this, like with the General. If I bought the General, I would be looking to upgrade some things pretty much from day one. I don't know if this is all stock, but I believe it is. And I don't think that there's anything that I would change with this at all. This thing just does everything amazing. It just like floats. Not only does it float, but like when you're going over these whoops, face full of dust. When you're going over these whoops, you like sail and you kind of just like, you're just gliding over it. What a suspension. Good job, Fox. Jeez. I was not anticipating such a amazing experience with this. Man. It's also a little bit more confidence-inspiring having the harness than just the traditional shoulder lap belt that the General has. So like the idea that if I were to get upside down, which knock on a lot of plastic, that would not happen, but it is comforting knowing that if that were to happen, you would stay exactly in the seat as you want to. These wheels, just watching the vehicles in front of you, are just like so much movement and so little of that transferred to the rider. With the General, I just keep going back to that, like what machine is right for me. I am a utility person, always have been, always will be. I bought my motorcycle because it had saddlebags, and as a daily driver, or daily rider, which I was using for commuting, made all the sense in the world. It's a bike that I felt like it could do everything perfectly well. I bought my F-150 because of all the utility out of the power boost. Man, this is rough. And when I was looking at side-by-sides, the General felt like all of the utility. Dump bed has basically enough adventure ability, but also all of the, again, the utility out of the dump bed, hitch, all of that. With the RZR, you don't have the bed really to carry a whole lot. You look at the RZR in front of me, and it's got a spare tire which takes up that entire area. And I no doubt with one of these things, unquestionable, would carry a spare with me, because getting stuck out in the middle of nowhere with a flat doesn't sound fun to me. So the RZR doesn't have a whole lot of storage, but what it lacks in storage, it makes up for in amazing. This would be, teeth chattering in the General. And here we are just gliding over everything. Very confidence-inspiring machine. It's like an understatement. This is one of the most amazing things, is seeing what it's going on with the machine ahead of me, knowing that's what's going on with mine, and not really feeling all that much of it. It's mind-blowing. The ride command that Polaris has throughout all of its products is awesome, and we are all linked together, which is pretty cool for the guy leading the pack. If anybody got, separated from the group, you could just go back and find them based on being linked together, all the machines. I do not know what the distance is, but with the magic of editing, I will put it up somewhere over here, and that's how far these things will link together. So you can kind of always be with your group, even if you get, a bit separated. that's great for these press events, but I would imagine also pretty great for just groups in general. I would not buy any Polaris without this infotainment system because it is that good. It makes the experience that much better. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to get this thing airborne, and I will at some point, I think. Woo, that was airborne. I felt the tires come up there. I think these are the race guys. I'm getting 53 miles an hour. Now I'm feeling my helmet kind of get pulled up because of the sunshade. God, just pegging this thing down to the floor is bonkers. I'm moving to Laser Town. Laser Town. Thank you very much, Polaris, for having me out for this event. And with that being said, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. See you guys next time.